Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. So, today we are into another topic, and today is episode 17. Our topic for today is faith over fear. So, trusting the process when nothing was certain. Okay. And our guest for today is Shelly Ann Johnson, and she will be joining us in a few minutes. But before we dive into our topic, let me introduce myself so that I just put the topic there so you can see it. Okay, so before we dive into our topic, let me introduce myself. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. For those who doesn't know me, I'm originally from Panama, but currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor. I also want to let you know that if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is register in the website that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and I'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. In this case, will be to catch the replay from this past Thursday's live webinar. So when you register into my website, you will receive an email. That email will contain two links. So the first link is to register for the live webinar. That link will take you to a page that will have two buttons, so one for Tuesdays and one for Thursdays. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link that you will find in that email is the link to the replay. So just in case you cannot make it to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay of the live webinar. And just in case I forgot, so our live webinar is every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. Okay. I also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So you can do your due diligence there, see other people's how people are having results, and find out more information about the business. So now you're probably wondering, okay, so I register into your website, I received the email, the link to register for the live webinar. So what am I gonna watch on the live webinar? So on the live webinar, you're gonna find out how our online business plan works. And also you get to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from this past Thursday's live webinar. Okay, so our host was Lydia, and she was a former specialist public health nurse. We also have as our first panelist, Cora. So she's a healthcare worker. We have Ryan, a nurse educator. We have Margarita, a full time mom. We have Julieta, an engineer. We have Ida, a healthcare assistant. We have Liz, senior merchandise planner, and Tabassum, our beauty therapist. So as you see, we have all different walks of life, but all what they have in common is that they all took that leap of faith to change their life and their family's life. So they all started to take that leap of faith. Okay, so now let me introduce you, like I mentioned before. Today we are on episode 17, and our topic is faith over fear. So, trusting the process when nothing was certain. And our guest is Shelly Ann Johnson. So, let me give you an introduction for Shelly. So, I'm very honored to welcome today's guest, Shelly Ann. She's originally from Jamaica and now living in Brockton, Massachusetts. Shelly Ann is a Christian mom of two who made a courageous leap of faith in pursuit of a better life for her family. So her journey as a recent immigrant was far from easy, facing culture shock, job searches, struggles, and deep uncertainty. But in the midst of it all, she trusted God's plan. So today, Shelly Ann is not only a devoted stay at home mom, but also a thriving online business owner and mentor who's building something meaningful from home. Her story is a powerful testimony of faith, resilience, and purpose. And I know it's going to be a blast and inspire you. So let's bring Shelly to the studio. Hi, Shelly. Thank you for coming.
Hi. Thank you, Sandy.
So, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience so they get to know you a little bit more?
Okay, hi everyone, wherever you're tuning in from. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Shelly Ann Johnson. I'm a Christian mom of two, as Sandy said, and I am a newfound immigrant to the country, to the United States. And yes, I am an online business entrepreneur. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelly. Okay, so let's dive into the questions. Okay, so the first question for you, Shelly. Can you share a moment when everything felt uncertain, but you choose to move forward anyway? And what role did your faith play in that decision?
All right, thank you. Thank you for that question. So, the moment when everything felt uncertain is when when I came on board. I did not know what it was about. Honestly, I did my research, I did my due diligence, and I was a bit skeptical heading in, but because I know what I wanted, I
Mhm,
went ahead nonetheless. Um I know that God has answered my prayer because I was praying. I said, "Lord, what do you want me to do? You bring me here." And I remembered the scripture before leaving Jamaica. It was, "I know the plans that I have towards you, plans not to give you fear, but to give you an expected end." All of that came back to play when I made that decision to pay my 149, to listen to the webinar, to listen to my coach. All of that came back, and I said, "Lord, this is it. This must be the answered prayer that you have given me." And when I was doing that, um I did a lot of fasting, honestly, because it's uncertain. I don't know if I have the means and the whereabout to do it, and the family may not want to support you, right?
mhm,
So I had to say, "Lord, it's me and you. It's me and you. You brought me here for a purpose, and you know what my future holds. And all I have to do is just allow you to do it. Have control." That's what I did. I made him make the decisions, and I'm just following his lead.
mhm. Thank you so much. And I do resonate with your story because, the same thing when I found this opportunity, I was going through some things and everything, aligned with what's happening to me, at the time. So and also, like all my life, like I used to before, and this is how I learned. I used to force things. Even if it was not happening, I used to force. But then I realized that is not that's not how it works. So then I learned that if that door is closed, like don't try to force it and open it. Because there is a reason why that door is closed for you.
Yes,
So you have to reroute and go to another direction, because sometimes it's either because you have to learn something from that
yes,
situation, or sometimes it's because there's something better for you ahead,
yes.
but you don't understand at the moment until you look
Through
back
it.
to your
Yes,
past, and then you see, okay, now I understand, why
yeah,
that happened to me. Because if that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be here where I am today. So that's the same thing.
yeah,
All my journey has been like that. So my motto was like, go with the flow. Don't try to impose it. Just go with the flow, because God knows better what is good for you. So I just
yes,
trusted, on God. So same thing, 2023 came. I work in the movie industry, and I had a setback in the industry, especially in our busy season,
yes,
where we usually work, and that lasted for the rest of the year. So I needed to find something, and I was about actually to join another business when I found this opportunity. But something came to my when I saw the ad, because I already passed so many ads. But for some reason, this ad, something came into my mind, say, you know, you don't lose anything to watch it. Just watch it. So I click on the ad, and then I saw the opportunity, and it's actually something that I've been looking for so many years. Like I saw back in 2018 the um, the digital nomads in the YouTube, that kind of lifestyle, and I say I want to have that lifestyle. I want to be able to have my own business, take with me, wherever I want to go, and have that flexibility. But
Yes.
I didn't know at the time, how that is possible.
Mhm.
So 5 years passed, and then I got that set back into my industry, which turned out to be a blessing for me. You know, so I'm very grateful, to have found this opportunity. But like I think it was God who guide me to that opportunity, and especially the reason why it reinforces more that decision was when once inside on the business, I went like 10 days after starting my journey. I went to the convention, Calgary convention, and on the day after the end of the convention, we had like a bus trip to Banff. And in that bus, before we left Calgary towards Banff, they started to pray. So when I saw that, I say, okay, I'm on the
I
right
feel
place.
chills. I feel chills.
Yeah, so I say I'm
That's
in the right place. So
yes.
that's how I found out that this was meant to be, and God was the one who led me here.
And
So yeah.
one more thing, Sandy, to add to that is when I just came on, what really stood out to me is how much people lift God up. It's
Yes.
all about God. I'm saying, wow, this can't be a joke. This can't be something that is not supposed to be. It's all about God. It
Yes.
doesn't matter how much you're earning or where you are in the game. It's
Mhm.
all attributed to God. All glory be to God. And I love that. And that just hooked me.
Yes. So thank you for sharing your story, and on the question. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Okay, second question for you. So when fear or doubt crept in, what helped you to stay grounded and keep going? Was there a specific scripture, prayer, or belief that guided you?
Yes, 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 yes. let me let me read the scripture that guides me. And I always attribute this character, this person of the Bible to my son. I prayed over him. And it's Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest.
Wow,
Sandy, this is
beautiful.
it. This is it. Since put my foot here in the States,
Mhm.
this has been my guide. It's been my daily prayer. It's my affirmation that He is with me. It doesn't matter where I go, and He is going to bless me because He's the one that guided me and steer me into this direction. So when doubt comes up, it does. Of course, it does. We're all human. Fear
Mhm.
comes up. But when
Yes.
I read this and when I remember the words, I know that I have nothing to lose because He has got my back. So that's it.
Yes. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Me too. One of the chapters of the Bible, that I love is Psalm 23. That's one
Yeah.
of my favorites. And the other story that I love is the story of Job.
Yeah.
How he went through, like having everything, then
Yeah.
taking everything, just to test his faith on God.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then God rewarded him at the end,
Mm.
because he never stopped believing in him, even though, all the things that he has to go through. So
And he
Thank you
gave
for
him double for his trouble.
yes, yes. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, so um, the third question for you. So how has your journey of trusting God in the unknown strengthened not just your business but also your passion and purpose?
Okay. So because I always have to pray. I have to pray before and say, God, this is your chair. I'm just a vessel. You go ahead and do what you want to do. So because I have that faith now in this journey with him, it makes it easier as I venture into the unknown. It doesn't become as frightening as it was or used to be. When I overthink, then I have to say, okay, God, I think you're saying step back and let you do you. So this is where I am with him. This is my relationship. It hasn't been like this in the beginning.
Mhm,
But because I'm trusting him for this business, for my family, and the purpose that he has on my life, I said, Lord, you take the wheel. You take the wheel. I'm just going to do what I need to do. Show up. That's
mhm,
what our business requires, for you to show up, be consistent, and just trust the process. And
yeah,
that's what I'm allowing God to do, honestly. Some days I'm like, God, I want you to speed it up a little, but
mhm,
he's saying, wait, there's a lot to learn, and your
mhm,
time will come. And when your
yes,
time come, you're gonna be a blessing. That's my prayer. Let me be a blessing to others so
mhm.
that they can see your good work. The good work that I'm putting in, and glorify him. So that's what I'm doing. I'm in the seat. I'm in the passenger seat here.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. And yes, I do relate to the, like I was mentioned before, the journey, that I let him to guide me. That's the same thing,
Yeah.
And one of the things, like same as you, that you mentioned, you do your work, and God will do His,
Yes.
So, and you mentioned also, um, you, oh my God, I had the word and now I forgot. Um, Hold on, let me see if I can remember quickly here.
He's in the driver's seat.
No, no, it was something else that you mentioned there that I I wanted to mention. Think it was something. Well, it was something that I mentioned that like you do your work and then God will do. Oh yes, I remember now. Yes. So you mentioned that like God will know. You have to do your learning and your journey, and God will know when is the right timing for you because you have to learn some things. You're not
Yes.
prepared to
Yeah.
receive the blessings. So
Mhm.
until He sees that you're prepared, that's when the blessings will come.
Yeah.
So you have to trust the process of that.
Mhm.
And I think one of the hardest part of this journey is the process, you know
Yes.
but once we understand that process, yes, we're gonna, like you say, we're humans. We can feel down sometimes, and it's normal.
Yes.
But the difference here is that we have our moment to release those feelings that we have inside. But then after that, we have to bounce back and continue our journey.
That's it.
But that's
That's it.
part of the learning, that there is a process. So once you learn that, nothing is going to stop you to keep moving forward, you know
Yes.
um so that trusting, just leave it everything to God. Just keep doing your work, keep helping people, changing lives, and God will do His part when the right time, when He
Yes.
knows that the right time is for you. So and when it's the right time for you, be prepared, because it's gonna
Yes.
be a big blessing. So that's
Oh,
why you have to be ready. So yeah.
yes. Thank
So
you.
thank you so much. So we have arrived to the end of our live. So We want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live. I think we have one like here from Alazar Ibraha. So thank you so much, Alazar. Thank you for watching and thank you for your like emoji. So um, yeah, so if you love the life that we had, the interview we have with Shelly Ann today, she shared her journey, her experience, um, and you relate to her story too, put it in the comments and let us know what you think about, of what we shared today with you. And if it inspire you, to be able to take this leap of faith, and be able to have a purpose in life, the purpose of helping others. It's not only you but also others, you know and when you help others, blessings will come to you. So just be you have to be it's not going to be an easy journey, that's for sure. It's going to be ups and downs, so just same thing as a life. Life is the same thing. But this journey, it will teach you a lot of things along the way. And I just want to share something, like for example, like on the leaders that we already achieved the success. They asked them to them, would you change now that you know what you know, right? Because you're having that success. Would you change something um, going back to the past? And they all thought about it and they say, no, I wouldn't change a thing because if it wasn't for those struggles, those challenges that we face, they wouldn't be here where they are today. So those challenges, those struggles, they help them grow as a person and become who they are today. So stay strong and be ready for and enjoy your journey. We do have some comments here. So we have from Mildred, Millie, Kintia, amazing ladies. Hi, Mildred. Thank you for watching and thank you for your comment. And says, great to catch you from Toronto. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Um, oh, I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, we have some technical problems, but it's okay. We passed the majority, so that's good. Okay. Oh, I think we have one more comment. So thank you, Sandy Cavalera and Shelly Ann Johnson. Powerful sharing today. Thank you. Thank you, Mildred. Thank you for your comment and for watching. Um, we have and we have a heart emoji from Mildred. Thank you, Mildred, for the heart emoji. Um, yeah, Shelly's having technical problems. She cannot hear us right now, so she can only see. Um, So I just wanted to let you know that. The other thing, we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being here with us, for believing in us, and for engaging uh, with our content. For those who doesn't follow us, you can follow me here, and you can follow Shelly Ann in Shelly Ann Johnson Fam. That's where you can find her on Facebook. And if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, you can register in either her website is shellyannjohnson.com. So that's www.shellyannjohnson.com. And or you can register into my website. So you can register for either one. And once you register into the website, you will receive an email that will contain uh, two links. Okay, so the first link is to register for the live webinar, which happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So you can register. That link will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. And the second link that you will get there is the replay link. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch up the replay and watch it at your own convenience from the comfort of your own home. Now, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So now you probably wonder, okay, so I register into the website, I enter my name, my email address, and then I receive the email. Okay, so I registered for the live webinar. So now what am I going to watch on the live webinar? Okay, so on the live webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get to hear from panelists, which are members of our community who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from this past Thursday's live webinar. Okay, so our host is Lydia. She's a former specialist public health nurse. And our first panelist is Cora. She's a healthcare worker. And we also have Ryan, a nurse educator. We have Margarita, a full time mom. Julieta, engineer. We have Ida, healthcare assistant. We have Liz, senior merchandise planner. Tabasum, beauty therapist. So as you see, we have all different walks of life, but they have something in common, and that is that they decided to take that leap of faith to change their life and their family's life. So if you want to be part of this global online community where we are united, with the same purpose of helping others, and changing our lives and our family's life, and at the same time, having the right mindset, which is very important when you are surrounded with the right same like mindset. And this is a supportive community that helps you, not only in the technical part but also in the emotional part. So we're celebrating, we're not competing with each other, same, you can see, like we are, Shelly and I, we're not connected financially, but we are here collaborating to bring you our stories, our experience, or this opportunity, so you can have and see that, that there is a better way than what we are used to see, from the 9 to 5. There is a better way where you can have that uh, flexibility, be present for your family, and have that financial independence, and stability that we are looking for, especially nowadays where how things are going, with inflation keep rising, and then salaries are not keeping up with that. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is register in the websites that appear on the screen, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. And we'll be gladly to guide you through, Shelly and I, will be happy to guide you as a mentor. So we also want to wish a happy Mother's Day to everyone in Canada and United States. I don't know if in other parts of the world they're celebrating also Happy Mother's Day, but if you are, Happy Mother's Days to all the moms out there. So I hope so that you have a beautiful Happy Mother's weekend with all your loved ones. So uh, I want to wish you a happy and blessed Saturday for those who are on Saturday, and a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed weekend for everyone. So thank you for watching again, and until another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. So tomorrow we'll have another story and another guest. So stay tuned for that and enjoy your happy Mother's Day weekend. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. And thank you, Shelly, for being here. I know you cannot talk right now, but or hear me. But thank you so much for being a guest. Okay, so until the next episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Blessings to you all. Thank you for watching.